My first vivid memory of the game was watching Allen Iverson. I just want to be like him. I want to look like him. I want to play like him. But I fell in love with the game because of LeBron James. I vividly remember walking in the living room, watching him game one versus the Detroit Pistons, hitting a buzzer beater from half court. I was glued to the game since then. I wanted to learn about stats, records. My obsession has grown ever since. And now it's more than a hobby, it's what I breathe.
It sounds cliche, but Jordan made me ball. 1998 NBA Finals was probably my first long-standing memory of an NBA game. Over the years as a fan of the league and many players, from Dream to MJ to Vince Sanity, when I moved to Houston from Ontario, I became a huge Rockets fan. From the struggling but often entertaining Francis Rockets to the injury-riddled, underachieving but thrilling Yao and T-Mac Rockets, all the way to the Harden era and now the current rebuild. I'm not just a Rockets fan, though, or an NBA fan. I love the game of basketball. From the moment I first picked up a basketball, I fell in love with the sport. It's not just a game, but an outlet. No other sport lets you just escape and find that release on your own, or just going to a court and shooting around by yourself. Some even say it's like poetry in motion.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Double Dribble Podcast. I'm your co-host, Destin.
And I'm Drew, and we're two diehard basketball fans, and we want to express our love of the game, share our different perspectives on the league, teams, and individual players. Weekly, we'll be talking about different matchups, performances, and other great moments. We'll also go over some of our favorite plays of the week. We want to have fun with this, and we hope to bring some added enjoyment to the greatest game in the world. All right, so favorite All-Star moments.
So, I got quite a few of them, but I'm going to start with the dunk contest. And I think we both got the dunk contest as one of our favorite moments.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is like the best dunk contest in recent memory. And that obviously is the Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine championship round. And I just can't get over the fact that Aaron Gordon lost, but Zach LaVine, okay, I wouldn't say Aaron Gordon was robbed. Okay, because Zach LaVine dunks with 50s as well. So it's like, okay,
I'm going to say it. He was robbed.
You say he was robbed.
I think
Okay,
he was robbed.
See, so this is my thing.
I mean,
this is my thing.
No.
I think Zach LaVine had some dunks that were 50s. Aaron Gordon had some dunks that were 50s, but I think he had that one particular dunk. And I'm sorry, when a dude literally sits in midair, like the ball was sitting on top of a mascot head, and this dude literally sat in midair, caught the ball, put it underneath his thighs,
both legs,
and dunked it. Both legs.
Yeah, his whole, like, basically underneath his whole body.
That deserves a 60 or 51 or something. But, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Zach LaVine, but, yeah, that contest, they went back and forth. That was pretty epic.
I'm trying to remember. There was a dunk that Aaron Gordon had that he didn't get a 50. He got, like, underscored on. Right?
I think that was the one when he did the like the double pump.
Yeah.
Like he put it over his head, put it down, and picked it back up.
Yeah.
He put it behind his head, put it down, and they dunked it back. I think they gave him like a.
That was the controversial one because I think that was the one that cost.
That one was.
Yeah,
but that one was like tough as hell. But Zach LaVine, I think, and then he did the between the legs from the free throw line, and like Steph, he ran out there and punched the ball, and that kind of ended it right there. But that was a great contest. And another great All-Star moment. It was an All-Star game. I want to say 2012. And even being a LeBron fan, this was a great moment for me though, watching the game. And that's kind of something that I appreciated about growing up watching Kobe. Because it was a point in this game where it was at the end, and at the end of the All-Star game, that's when the players start taking it more serious. Yeah. And like LeBron had the ball and he was going 1-on-1, and I think he passed it and he got it back and he passed it again. I think he tried to hit Darren Williams in the corner, if I'm not mistaken. And it was a turnover. And then they ended up fouling, and the West went to the free throw line. I think they ended up winning the game. But then like it was a moment when they was like, "Nah, LeBron, you take it, you go 1-on-1." It was Kobe like challenging him, and it was just I don't know, it was just a good moment like to watch. I mean, it's the All-Star game, but also it was just I don't know, just pretty interesting seeing how serious Kobe took those All-Star games, because I wouldn't even say really to the end. Watching Kobe, yeah, he always took those games serious. Even like
that reminds me of the All-Star game where they had that possession where it was Kobe and LeBron, and they were going at each other.
Oh yeah, I think
everyone made. I remember that they made that the biggest deal, like because that's when they were really trying to like. It was like I think it was in the fourth quarter, and
yeah, it was a different one. I want to say that one was maybe 2014, but that's when which was the one when Kobe blocked LeBron? I can't remember.
But yeah,
yeah, that one's pretty cool too. And another All-Star moment, I'll probably say the one in 2020 when they had, when that's after Kobe passed, and they still drafted teams, but they changed the rules how the game ended, and players had to I think they had to
win by 24, right?
Reach. Yeah. No. They what was it? The first team to score 24. Okay, like if you go into the fourth quarter and you're ahead, you only have to score 24 points.
Yeah.
But if you're behind, you have to make sure that other team doesn't score 24, and then you have to take the lead. Or I can't remember, but that one was like super competitive because one, the All-Star game already started to get a little more competitive because they started to draft players. And
I want to say that was the one. I'm pretty sure I believe if I'm wrong, but the one at the end of the game, Giannis's team was trying to target Harden, right? They were trying to put Harden in actions, and and Giannis had the whole press conference where he was like, "Yeah, we were just trying to go at whoever Harden was guarding." And I'll never forget.
Going at him.
I'll never forget. They had Pascal Siakam on Harden, and they were giving Pascal, knowing he don't got no moves in the post, and Harden would just clamped him up like multiple times in the post.
Kemba Walker was out there. I think it was. I remember who was out on the floor too, because LeBron's team was just a beast. It was Giannis, it was Kemba Walker, it was Pascal Siakam, it was Embiid, and it was Kyle Lowry. And on Team LeBron, it was LeBron, Kawhi, Harden, Chris Paul, and Anthony Davis. And it was just, man, they was locking each other up. I remember LeBron, he was trying to shoot fadeaways.
Yeah, that whole end of the game was wild. I remember they was going. I remember Kyle Lowry got Harden would try to hit the game winner, and he made it, but Lowry flopped on him. He kind of he gave him a little shoulder.
Yeah. It was an offensive foul.
But Lowry was flopping like crazy in that game. He had so many big turnovers on it.
Yeah, I remember because a couple me and a couple of my friends, we had went to Pluckers to go watch the game, so it was cool. And then at the end, LeBron, he saw AD cutting to the lane with Kyle Lowry guarding him, Kyle already fouled him, and then AD went to the line and he hit the free throw to get him the game. But I like that whole method of how it works, and I guess whichever team wins, like they money goes to charity or something like that.
That was the last one that was like
cool.
really intense, like highly contested down the stretch.
Yeah,
because I remember last year it was it was a joke. It was a straight blowout. They tried like turning it up in the second half, but it was over because
yeah. I don't think Giannis missed. Like he was just on fire.
Yeah.
So what's some of your favorite All-Star moments?
For me, there's a few. One of them is for sure, without a doubt, has to be mentioned. 2000 Vince Carter dunk contest. Because
hey, hold on, that's not a contest. That
was a dunk showcase, and that was probably the first dunk contest I really remember watching, like actually watching. I remember like looking back and seeing clips of past dunk contests, like of course, like going back like the old Dominique Wilkins, Jordan dunk contest, all that stuff. I wasn't able to see any of that stuff, but that one I remember being like a little kid. I was going crazy. Like in hindsight, those dunks were really good, but they weren't that good compared to what we've seen now. Like over the past like 10 years, we've seen even like Jason Richards dunk contest. That was a showcase, but that was never as hype as the Vince Carter one. Because it wasn't that Vince was doing ridiculous, insane dunks. He was doing some really, really good dunks, but it was like the swagger and the way that it was like the extra emphasis that he had on it. Like he was just doing things unlike we had seen them done before. Like we had seen people make those dunks before. We ain't never seen somebody do it with that style that he added to it. And that was an instant classic. Yeah, like, nobody was like everybody just like it wasn't even. There was no point in anybody. And what's funny about that dunk contest is a lot of you forget. Like there were some other good dunks in there. Like I remember Francis had a couple really nice dunks.
T-Mac, I think it was them two that was in the final round. Francis and
T-Mac had a couple of really nice dunks, but nobody remembers any of that.
I want to ask you something though. So it's 3 dunks I remember vividly from watching those on highlights. It was the 360,
the reverse one, right? Reverse 360 windmill. Cause he did like a reverse, like he did like the opposite way. He like went from under the hoop and then
But no, the first one was the 360 windmill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He did the one from behind the goal.
Mm-hmm. That one was the one that got me hype. And then when he did, I don't know what it was. It was just like something that it was stupid, but it was like you know what I'm talking about. When he stuck his whole arm into the rim,
Yeah, I think that was his last one.
Oh
no, I don't think that was his last one. I think
his last one was
his second to last one. His last one was the free throw line 2-hander. Yeah. And then I think the one where Kenny Smith said it's over. I think that's the one when Carmelo bounced it, and then he did a 360. He did it between the legs, and dunked it, and then Kenny Smith was like, "It's over." So out of his 5 dunks, which one was like your favorite in that contest?
My favorite when I was a kid, it was dumb, but it was probably the one sticking the arm in the whole rim. Second favorite was the like the reverse 360 kind of windmill when he goes from behind the hoop and then throws it over on the other side.
That was sick.
Those were my favorite. Those were like that one actually got me hyped, but I don't know what it was. I just like I think it's because when you're young and you watch something you never seen it before. That's what you remember. Like you just remember thinking that like because it wasn't just like that. It was because we saw so many impressive dunks, but that was just something he made it his own. And so that's why that for sure was a memorable moment for me. And probably, honestly, what he's probably mostly known for, which is sad to say, but yeah, most people remember Vince Carter for his dunks. In-game dunks. So because he has some amazing in-game dunks. Yeah. But that dunk contest. Another one for me, and this is where like it's gonna be out of nowhere probably to you, but yeah, 3-point shootout, and it's 2 3-point shootouts. But it's so 2003 and 2004. Now, Peja Stojakovic, my favorite gonna be specific. My favorite catch and shoot. Actually, no. Let me clarify. My favorite 3-point shooter of all time is Peja Stojakovic. Right? Peja's my favorite 3-point shooter of all time. I don't think there's ever been a player who's been as good as him at. Let me clarify what I'm saying. As good as him at just being like a 3-point shooter. So for what he did, like he wasn't really great at any other aspect of the game, right? So not like a 3-and-D guy. No, he wasn't really a good defender. Not like a driver of the basketball, finisher or anything. He was primarily he was basically a 3-point specialist, but he was a superstar 3-point specialist almost. But he made multiple All-Star games. He was high in the MVP race a couple of years. Like a lot of people forget this. In 2004, he was I think third or fourth in the MVP race. Think about that. Third or fourth in the MVP race, and you just basically a glorified 3-point sniper. Like you're not like it wasn't like Klay Thompson, who's the 3-and-D guy. It wasn't like Steph, who's taking you off the dribble. Peja could hit off the dribble every once in a while, but he was mostly just long range sniper, quick release, and just like dropping 30 points, 25. Think about all the other guys that were just their best asset was just being a 3-point shooter. Think about it.
And he was that good.
Yeah. So if you mention all the other great 3-point shooters, they were also considered great because of another capability that was added to their game. Like they're also a great defender, or they can, they were a great playmaker or something else, right? This man was his whole career was just him being an elite sniper, right? There was no other part of his game that was really good. Let's be honest. It wasn't but he was so good at that one thing on such a ridiculous level that it made him like an all-star just off of that. And so, but in the reason why I mentioned 2004 is just is one reason. He actually didn't win 2004. He was going for a three-peat. I think has nobody won it 3 times? I know Bird won it twice. He won it twice. Curry, I think, won it twice. I don't know if anybody won it 3 times, but he was trying to get it the third time. But so also in the 2003 shootout, he won it, but it was really weird because he was going against a lot of people. I'm not even gonna remember this player, but Wesley Person. But early 2000s, he was an elite 3-point shooter. That was the finals. They both tied in the final round, and so they had to do a tiebreaker round. In the tiebreaker round, Peja goes up, and in the middle of him shooting, somebody messes up on the scores table, and they sound the buzzer off early, way early.
Wow.
The clock goes off, and the buzzer goes off, and this man's mid rack. I think he was he had 2 whole racks left, and it just something went wrong, right? And so they let him reshoot his round, but they didn't let him reshoot his round until after Wesley Person went. So they stopped it. Wesley Person went, shot his. I think he got 17. He didn't have one of his better rounds. And then Peja came back on there, and then and you could hear there was controversy on the broadcast. You hear Chuck and Charles. I think it was I want to say it was Chuck who was oh man, nah, this should be an asterisk. This shouldn't count. He should be able to go again. I'm and then of course everybody else is nah, man, they can't do that to him. I think Magic was nah, they gotta let him go again. He he got cheated basically. And so, but they did let him go. He ended up winning it easily. And then that was his second one. In 2004, the reason why that one stood out to me is because the first round, he ended up losing to another player that people are gonna be who is that? Vashawn Leonard. Right? I don't know. You remember? Do you remember who Vashawn Leonard was? Yeah. He was a 3-point specialist for the Nuggets. I think with back when Carmelo was there. But he ended up winning that one. But in the first round, I want to say Peja had the best score of the night. He didn't follow it up in the final round though. In the first round, I think he had 20 something, 23 or 20. It was in the 20s. But
So he choked in the 3-peat.
Yeah, so he
choked for the
he choked on the 3-peat. But in the first round, why I love the first round is because Chuck was sure he was like he's done. He was 100% sure he wasn't gonna win it. not only was he like so sure, he was calling it in the first round. Right? He was like, "Nah, I have a feeling he's not even gonna qualify."
Was this the first of Charles Barkley's guarantees?
Yeah, man.
Like this
is like one of his early guarantees where he was like, "Yeah, I have a feeling he's not gonna make it out of this round." And then Kenny was like Paige is going up to take his first shot, and Paige is like, Kenny was like, "What are you talking about? This man shoots 3-pointers in his sleep." And then, as soon as he comes up there,
champion Peja Stojakovic.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna make a prediction. Oh, Nostradamus. Here we go. He's not gonna make it to the next round. I think that's a pretty good call. It's tough going last. He is not going to make it to the next round.
You're kidding me. This kid shoots threes in his sleep.
He's not gonna make it to the next round.
The 3-pointers are late for him.
I'm telling you, he's not gonna make it.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
He's not gonna make it to the next round.
I think he I want to say he missed like one in the first rack, but he was just hitting them. Like he was barely even hitting net. And then he gets to like the midway point, and he wasn't really doing that good. He was just okay. But then as he's like in that midway point, I think he was at the top. And then Chuck is like, "Oh, see, he ain't made it yet. I don't know what."
38%.
All right, Kenny.
Points.
All right, Kenny.
1, 2. Oh, he's in. 3, 4. One more. Just to make me look really good. Just to make me look really good. Just to make me look really good. Come on, man. You would have took him out the game or something if he was coaching. Like, nah, he's been sitting too long. We got the last one in after the tie ball.
Oh, man, that goes another big star. That goes guy from the Lord of the Rings. They just showed him.
21 points.
Don't do it. Hey, Kevin, they just showed the guy from Lord of the Rings.
I know where this is going.
Please show that picture again, TK, please. They go the guy from Lord of the Rings.
So he tied him on the one. The money ball put him.
And then all of a sudden he just starts hitting like damn near every three to end the final rack. And he holds up the pose on the buzzer and everything. And just like was hilarious to me. So that's why I remember that moment, because in large part it was the commentary from those guys. But so yeah, that one I would say is another one that's up there. Skills challenge stuff. I wasn't really gonna mention this, but I got to. Okay, so
I had none for the. I only started watching the All-Star festivities after the skills challenge.
So I do have one.
David, he won this year. I remember.
Their first.
I was like, I know Pat Bev. Out of all the guards, this man wins a skills challenge when you know he's not even a point guard. He's a glorified miniature 3-and-D, 3-and-D like shooting guard basically. But
he's really a power forward.
Like this one, a lot of these events are just hilarious and like it's just comedy for me. This one was like ultimate comedy because I felt like it was almost a troll because the dudes that he were beating were actual point guards, and he was just like.
The new wrinkle in this is obviously they're going head-to-head. Remember in years past, one guy up here really kind of being nonchalant, going through the motion. You add another person on the court, and the juices start to flow a little bit. In trouble there, Isaiah Thomas getting the chest pass through, and now he has caught up to Patrick Beverly.
Now they'll come down here and throw up 3-point shots, but as you can see, Beverly's lost the handle.
Nervous?
It's like everybody was just choking against Pat Bev.
And that's got to be something you got to deal with too.
Had to be.
She was so anticlimactic too. They're like, look, even the commentators like, I guess Pat Beverly's going on.
It's like they hesitated.
Maybe on purpose.
Well, we
Freaking
hope
Patrick Beverly.
that you can't impede another player's progress or you're disqualified.
He knocked his basketball out.
Watch again as they did not hit the three.
What's wild is who would have thought Pat Beverly would still be in the league at this point in IT, like struggling to be on the team.
See, Isaiah Thomas, if you didn't lose this skill challenge versus Patrick Beverly, you wouldn't have gotten traded to the Celtics just a few days later after the All-Star weekend. And if you get traded to the Celtics, you wouldn't have your hip wouldn't have went out. So think about that.
So Pat Bev, second round. All right. Jeff Teague, wait, another actual point guard?
Mm-hmm. And, this was the year, like, 4 Atlanta Hawks made the
that one was
All-Star game.
Which was, we know that was some clownery. Like, come on.
Yeah, BS.
I'm sorry. I like how Korver, great shooter. No. That year he should not have made it. Who else? Who was the? It was, Teague made it.
It was Millsap. Al
Horford.
Yeah. I think that their other starter was Torian Prince. Was it Torian Prince? No, it was
Who was? Am I tripping right now?
It wasn't Jay Crowder. It was Dang, who's their fifth starter?
Oh my goodness, how am I blanking on this right now?
I feel like it was somebody with dreads or something.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Oh, I know who it is. He used to play for the Rockets too. How am I blanking on this right now?
I don't want to look it up. I know this.
Oh, man. It's going to come to me. He had dreads 100%. He was a good defender, decent three-point shooter, but like good wing defender. He also got like one of the people that got talked as he could be a LeBron style potentially. Of course, we know that shit. That shit ain't work out.
You know what happened in 2015 in the conference final? Sweep.
That shit was wild.
It wasn't Jay Crowder. It wasn't Torian Prince. Let me see. I'm gonna do trivia for you. Let's see who's that.
Damari Carroll.
That's
Damari Carroll. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Freaking Damari Carroll.
That was the one that was absolute cap. Actually, you know what?
No, he didn't make it. He didn't make it.
He didn't make it. I thought he made it.
No, it was Teague, Millsap, Horford, and Korver.
You're right. You know what I'm thinking? I'm being reminded of something else. It was when the whole Hawks starting five. It was some NBA propaganda or some shit. It was when the whole Hawks starting five got Player of the Month. That's what it was. I was like, how y'all gonna take this Player of the Month performance award and just like, all right, we just gonna throw a whole team basically on there. Just like,
and then Damari Carroll go to the Raptors, I think, right?
Yeah, he went to Raptors as well. Yeah, I think. But nah, man, that was wild. Pat Bev way behind. Messing up on the pass. All right, Jeff T gonna skate to this one, right? He got this. He got this locked up. He the best shooter left in the competition.
Best shooters left in this competition.
Here comes Jeff Teague for more threes, and look at Beverly coming.
You're never out of it.
Yeah, you only got to make one.
Crazy.
And Team's reaction killed me too when he just threw the ball to the basket like that.
Crazy.
And the final. Old Brandon Knight. R.I.P. Brandon Knight. Another long ball, gone but not forgotten, like IT.
Okay, Brandon Knight was
get
good
killed
too.
by DeAndre Jordan and lose to Pat Bev.
You got a scoring point guard in Brandon Knight.
Look, way behind.
Look at that. He stepped across the line. Boom. He made sure to make that shot, though. He messed up on every. No.
Dude, he was so shocked. He said, Patrick Beverly has won.
I love this competition. Doesn't matter if someone gets out the gate.
Look at Monet Davis.
Even you know James didn't think that man was gonna win that shit. He was like, all right, let's.
What?
But man,
Patrick Beverly has won.
Hilarious moment, man. The defensive specialist.
Skills challenge champion. His teammate James Harden.
You're right.
Look at AD.
Look at AD over there with the shades.
What?
But yeah, so nah, man, that one was just straight comedy. But
Patrick Beverly has won.
and also like
That's hilarious.
what I loved about that is because it was the way he actually ended up winning. It was actually it made sense in a way.
Look,
right? But it was luck. It was luck, but it made sense. Like he messed up on all the passes. Man was losing the ball, dribbling the ball past the 3-point line. But he was a good 3-point shooter, right?
And he hit the shot,
and that's what
you need to do.
Remember, all he did as a Rocket was basically shoot threes and play D, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else that he was going up against in that contest was breezing through all the other shit. But then, for whatever reason, they were breaking some of the threes. This man hit his first shots, but yeah.
You know, it's crazy. They breezed through the point guard aspects,
and then they missed a shot.
But when it got to the shooting, that's all you need to do is hit a shot. He can do that.
Yeah, they were doing multiple shots, just missing.
All right, Andrew. So every year for the All-Star game, there are All-Star Snubs, and you and I are going to list our All-Star Snubs. But
well, I'm gonna surprise you on this one.
Snubs. Probably. Okay.
Yeah, because
I like to see. But as we list the snub, we gotta choose somebody to take out. So, for the West, I don't think I have any snubs except for one.
Okay,
and that's the obvious one. And when you look at the All-Star starters for the West, you got LeBron James. You got Steph Curry. He's a starter, right? Yeah. You got John Morant.
And you got
LeBron, Steph Curry.
And you
John
got
Morant. Hold on. You got, so all these names seem like, oh yeah, they all-star. They some great MVP caliber almost with Ja, with MVP caliber players, perennial all-stars. LeBron, Curry, Ja, Jokic, and you have freaking Andrew Wiggins,
the GOAT, Maple Jordan.
Maple Jordan. Andrew Wiggins should not. He should not only. How do I say this? How to get my English right? He should only not be a starter. He should not be an all-star.
Absolutely not.
Like, okay, he's having a good season.
Yeah,
the Warriors are one of the best teams in the.
He's having a very good starting guard season or starting wing.
Yeah, I think he started on the wing like at a 3.
Yeah, as a small forward.
But he should not be freaking all-star. So
which is wild. One thing about that though, it's wild to me is I want to know. I actually haven't even looked at it or seen it, but how did he get through? I mean, I know he got like probably. I know he got a ton of fan votes because like South Korea, they had some wild shit going on with like K-pop artists or whatever. But I don't understand who in the media or players was putting Andrew Wiggins. Like, how did he get a bulk of? I got to see the breakdown on that. How he got in off of just the fan vote. Because he had to have gotten some votes, at least a decent amount from some of the other, like from the media and the players.
Media.
And I'm like,
I don't know, but the fan thing, it has to be adjusted because there's no way the fan vote should control. Like they have a 50%, like, you know, the fans vote is what 50% of the starters. So, you know, it's a whole lot of Warriors fans. So he's going to get votes from that. And then, you know, with the K-pop thing going on, he got a lot of votes from that. And it's like, bro, I'm sorry, Andrew Wiggins, no. And that's why Zaza Pachulia almost got in the All-Star game a couple of years. And they had to change, like, the format because I think he would have got in one year if they didn't change the format. To 2 guards and 3 front court players compared to 2 guards, 2 front court players in the center. But yeah, I'll take out Andrew Wiggins and who I put down here. I would add Anthony Davis, actually. I mean, I know he just got injured yesterday, but the way he was playing.
I'm gonna pause you real quick on one thing. So the Andrew Wiggins thing. So this is one thing I haven't said. I mean, I've said this before to you. I've had him as a bust, right? Now he got the
we're gonna talk about this.
He got the All-Star selection. I still have him as a bust. All right, I don't care. I don't give a damn. I still have him as a bust. But now it's making my prediction. So what's funny is maybe I overcorrected a little too much. But when Wiggins is one of those dudes that I would say 100% I was wrong on, but I was wrong in the opposite way that my current stance is. So I actually thought Wiggins was going to be a superstar. Like I was on the Wiggins train. Right? I thought Wiggins was, especially
and, you know, it's crazy. I think he had that trajectory at one point.
Mm-hmm. I want to say it was his second year. His second year in the league, I was like, he has like, I was making wild comparisons, man. I might even go into it, but I was making wild comparisons. And
next Tracy McGrady.
No. Yes, that's exactly the comparison. That's exactly the one I said. I thought he was going to be the next T-Mac or like something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember he had a game against the Rockets, and I was watching it. He was giving it to us, man. He was doing everything off the dribble, threes, step backs, driving, dunking on dudes.
Game to come off top of my head, probably the game against Minnesota. He dropped like 30 something on Minnesota, but that's his old team, and he like had something, and he dunked all over Anthony Towns, so that was pretty.
Oh yeah.
So I would
like his overall all around game. This is the best it's ever been, probably.
Yeah,
but
and he's a good player.
Yeah, but it sounds like me like saying like I'm not trying to say he's not good or nothing now, but like
and I don't we don't want to slander players really, but yeah, this he's not an all-star to me. So I would if I could replace somebody, I would put Anthony Davis. And the thing with AD is if you just on Twitter and you look at some of the box scores, some games, and you listen to outside media, you would think Anthony Davis is having like a trash season, and then you look at his numbers throughout the season, he giving you 24, 10, and like 2 blocks. Now, he did get hurt, but he's still performing at an all-star level. Superstar level, no, but way better than Andrew Wiggins to me. So I would take out Wiggins and put in AD. And if I had one more person to do in the West, it'll probably be Gobert for Donovan Mitchell. Only because I think Gobert's having a really good season. Of course, he's always great defensively. I think he leads the league in rebounds, if I'm not mistaken. But in the All-Star game, I don't want to see Rudy Gobert. That's just a personal thing. I want to see somebody who can do a 360, catch lobs, and I mean Rudy Gobert can catch lobs, but it's not no.
Yeah, it's like
I don't.
Nah.
I just don't want to see Rudy Gobert. But I'm not saying he's not deserving to be an All-Star, but that's just the only reason. And then for the East, I think the East was pretty straight. I thought there was a chance Jaylen Brown could have been a starter. I mean, not a starter, but an all-star. But I don't see how I would take out. But maybe for the starters, I personally would have replaced Trae Young with Zach LaVine. Because like the Bulls, they sitting at the number 1 seed, and Trae Young, he's having a good season,
and I think that's the reason also though that why Jaylen Brown didn't make it, because you're gonna have 2 All-Stars, and they were the Celtics until recently. Now they've been balling now, but at that point, for most of the season, they were heavily underachieving. So
they were.
I've always been against having multiple All-Stars on a team when that team's not even 500 or like struggling to be 500. Like
I got you.
Oh, so I understand that, and that's why
AD missed it.
Oh, snap! Yeah,
but
I think AD missed it because of the injuries. I mean, because of the time he missed, right? Like he missed a lot of games.
Yeah,
but.
Could be. But I will keep everybody in the East who made the All-Star team definitely deserved it. I would only replace Trey as a starter. I would only make Levine the starter over Trey. But no snubs out in the East. I think the fans and everybody else got it pretty right. So what about you? You got any snubs?
All right, so I thought about it. I went and looked at all the teams and looked at who made it, and I have to say, for the first year, I don't think there's any snubs this year. I was gonna say Jared Allen was my biggest snub, but he made it. He made it. Since Harden is out with hamstring tightness, thankfully, and deservingly so, he's made the All-Star team. So, I mean, I think he's been the Cavs MVP this year. He's been their most consistent player and their rim protector. Like, I think they got the best defense now in the Eastern Conference. Like, they're, if not the best, like the second best defense in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, they legit.
So there's no way he shouldn't have been. I think he should have been in there over. I mean, well, not over Garland.
Let's hear that.
Yeah, I think Garland should have been in there too, technically, because he's a guard. You can't really, But
so if you before a few days ago when they announced Harden wasn't going to play, and you thought Allen should have been in there, who would you have taken off if Harden was able to play? Allen.
Damn, front court. So who the hell would it have to be? Who would I have to take out for the front court? Because he couldn't.
So the front court out east is KD. Of course, he was hurt, but he got replaced.
LaMelo
with LaMelo as a wild card. Embiid, Giannis, Jason Tatum. Was DeRozan? No, DeRozan was a guard, I think. DeRozan was listed as a guard.
Tatum. Take him out.
Take out Tatum.
I mean now, like he deserves to be in there, but like at that time, because I do believe that Allen has been their best player. I've watched a lot of Cavs basketball this year. You know why? We don't get into it on some of the later episodes, but you know why I've been watching so much Cavs basketball. I had a take. But we gonna put that on hold right now. But
we're gonna get into that.
But yeah, I think he's been their best player, like most consistent from like game one up until now. It's not even a question. And Garland has played really well, but he doesn't impact the defensive side. Like what makes them so great as a team is their defense, and the biggest
they play so big, like the front court.
Yeah, like I don't even think their offense is like top 15 or something. It's like I think it's like the 20th or something like that. They're not that great on offense. They win games with their defense, and Allen is, of course, the biggest factor in that. Of course, now they do have a rookie, Evan Mobley, who has been very versatile defensively and has shown a lot of potential. He's gotten a lot of praise, much deserved on the defensive side of the basketball. And you put a lot of emphasis on defense. Yeah. I would say that I would say that he's their third best player. This season, he's been their third best player.
Third best player on a championship. I'm just playing. Nah.
But
okay.
But yeah,
I hear you on the Tatum. I would agree with that because the Celtics were struggling hard, except for this when they got this 8-game winning streak. But now they just fell to Detroit. But maybe Allen should have been there, and Tatum should have been Harden's replacement.
Yeah.
All right. So, quick hot take prediction. The person who I think will win All-Star MVP. Well, first, I think Team LeBron is going to win the game because it's Team LeBron. Been undefeated since the whole drafting started. So, and his team is just better. Like you see the starting lineup.
It's not even close. But I mean, a part of that is because. Oh no, you can go. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know what you're gonna say. His starting lineup doesn't have Wiggins, so he automatically wins by default. I'm sorry, but but the person who I think will win All-Star MVP is Darius Garland.
Hmm.
And I think he's going to get a lot of minutes because the game is in Cleveland. The way he plays is just so smooth, so fluid. He has the ball in the string. I think it's perfect for the All-Star game. And it's probably gonna remind people of the time Kyrie won All-Star MVP when I can't remember. I think it was in 2014. I think it was in New Orleans that year. But yeah, he had like so many assists, so many lobs. He hit some clutch shots, and I could see that happening again on Sunday. And I think LeBron's gonna be out there with him, playing with him. It's gonna be some controversy on LeBron. He may want to come back to Cleveland, all that. But yeah, I think Darius Garland is the dude who gonna walk away with it. But we'll see. Or Darius, or maybe Ja. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Darius. Darius Garland to win All-Star MVP.
I was really leaning towards picking Ja to win it, but that was before I saw this the teams they're not going to win the game. There's no way he's not. He's not.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
they're not going to win the game.
Katie's not playing. That's supposed to be on that team. Harden's not playing. You got
Harden was going to be on LeBron's team.
Oh, I'm tripping. You're right. I mean, I forgot. well, yeah, we gonna react to some of that, yeah. I think Giannis is gonna get one again. Giannis is like the all-star sweat. Like he's the one that every all-star game he's coming out there like he's just doing too much. He's doing way too much.
I think he would have. Yeah, he does. Like I remember he was just dunking all on people. Yeah. He probably would have won it those years when he wasn't on Team LeBron. See, you see, he was on Team LeBron last year. Won.
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna lean towards him again. Garland that's an interesting pick though, because I mean, it's his first All-Star game. That would be crazy if he got All-Star MVP in his first All-Star game. Yeah. But hey, you never know. I can also
it is in Cleveland.
Also, you could see a case where he gets fed the ball possibly.
Yeah,
and LeBron also, if he's feeling a little bit like wants to
he's feeling it
to move to some younger pastures.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And then he'll be like, "Oh my God, LeBron loves playing with Darius Garland and Jared Allen." Can you imagine?
I mean, it's not like we haven't seen this somewhere before. Like
exactly, literally in 2014, Kyrie won MVP, and then that summer
we've seen it actually twice. Now it's about to be a third time. LeBron he's scouting the youngins about to hop.
LeBron does everything for a purpose. I'm telling you.
Damn, man, wouldn't that be wild if LeBron actually tried to go back to Cleveland? Hey. I can't envision him actually. No, I can't see him. Yeah. Too much stuff.
I think this would be it, but hey, we done seen some stuff.
Yeah. So, that would just be jokes. All right. Also, All-Star first. So this year we have 6 or 7 first-time All-Stars.
I think it was 7.
We have Jared Allen first time. DeJounte Murray, first time as an injury replacement for Draymond Green. We got LaMelo Ball, first time, of course. John Morant, Fred VanVleet, or also, as some people would also say, Drake. And Darius Garland. I'm not even going to count Wiggins. We can count him, I guess, whatever. But Wiggins will not be back next year as an All-Star.
Yeah, that's what we're going to add. So, right. Who do you, out of the 7, who do you think could be like perennial? And
John Morant, man. It's going to be Ja's time. I'm feeling like he's going to be like at least a few more years. And the only knock on wood is if he gets hurt, some shit happens like that. Which unfortunately he does a lot of wild ass dunks, and who knows. So, but I'm just hoping, I think Ja's going to be a multiple time All-Star for sure.
I would say Ja. I would say LaMelo.
Probably.
But even just the way he plays the game like an all-star. So I think he's gonna make at least a couple more throughout his career.
Who would you say are people who made it this year that you don't think are gonna make it again? Apart from Wiggins, because we just like
I think Van Vliet.
Yeah.
I think that could have been just a one-off thing.
Yeah, I think so, because like the Raptors are just like they had like a huge little push in this past.
That push really got him to be an all-star.
I don't know if they can duplicate it. Yeah.
Jared Allen. I think Jared Allen, he's had a better season than a lot of people thought he was gonna have up until this point. Yeah, because I seen when they paid him that money, I think they gave him like $100 million contract. I'm like, what? But yeah, but I don't know about an all-star. Wiggins, Van Vliet, Jared Allen. The other four were Ja, LaMelo, Darius Garland, and DeJounte. Yeah, those some very talented point guards. I could see all of them potentially making another All-Star game, because they just. I mean, LaMelo and DeJounte, they triple-double threats every night, and they gonna have like the numbers and
the only thing I think it's gonna make it hard for DeJounte possibly is like, because I mean he was already injury replacement, and then this year, Dame was also out. Dame is gonna be back probably next year. He gonna be another guard, so it's like. I think that there's a chance that he can still make it again, especially if he continues to improve. But
well, it's tough out there. I was considering, even if they switch teams, let's say DeJounte goes to the East, I still think he can become an all-star. And like, I don't know, just like certain players like Van Vliet, a really good player. I just don't know about him being a perennial all-star. I don't think he just has that. I don't know. I don't really see it. But hey, I like to be proven wrong. I like to see Van Vliet play. So
nah, he's actually he's maximized his potential. Like nobody saw him being this. Yeah,
and like all these players that I named, actually, like DeJounte, Ja, Darius Garland, LaMelo, they're like extremely young. And DeJounte, he's probably been around more than the other few. But
how old is DeJounte right now? Like what, 26, 25, 26?
I don't know. But I know Ja's only went in his third year. LaMelo's in his second.
Darius is in his third year.
Right? Yeah.
What's wild about Darius though is, think about he's probably had the biggest jump from when he came in as a rookie. Nobody was talking about. Nobody thought he was going to be anything like this as a rookie. I don't know anybody. You were high on him as a rookie?
I was, because the only reason I really knew about him actually.
No, you thought he was going to be a star?
I thought he could develop into a star. The only reason I knew about Darius Garland actually, because he was a Clutch agent, and I'm like, who is
Look
this?
at this guy, Clutch agent. Look at this man.
And I'm like, yeah, I mean, he with Clutch, and I
But you got tabs.
I know about him. I know about like Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards from Georgia, but and I was like, he got some nice nice wiggle, like a nice bounce to his game. He just smooth. He needs to learn the game, learn to play point guard, and the injury to Colin Sexton kind of opened things for him to be like the lead guard, and just saw what he got on display. Like, he got range, passing ability is crazy, and he got handles and I saw some of this in his workout. So yeah, I saw that in Darius Garland and LaMelo as well. I didn't see it in DeJounte, but I saw his improvement throughout the years, especially in this year. He had a breakout year. So,
as far as predictions for the All-Star events, apart from the All-Star game, so as far as skills challenge, I don't even know if what the hell is going on with that this year. It's got
it's some. Did you see that? It's something.
Yeah, it's like 3 teams, and it's Antetokounmpo's. They got Giannis's whole family as a team. they got the Cavs starting 5. Well, 3 of them, and then they got I think it was they got 3 rookies. They got Scotty Barnes, Cade, and Josh Giddey. I don't know what they're doing, but I guess they're trying to make it interesting because nobody's really been following skills challenge like that anymore.
Yeah, maybe they trying to get because you know how we feel about the skills challenge, so maybe they trying to.
Yeah, I mean it's comedy for me, but yeah. If they can make it actually, so yeah. Oh, okay. So let's see what they're doing. They have so it's going to be those 3 teams, and then they're going to have them. It's going to be a completely different kind of setup this year. So it's going to be round 1 is shooting. All 3 teams are going to be shooting from different spots on the court, and whoever makes the most, like they're doing 2-pointers, 3-pointers, and they're doing 1-point shots as well and 5-point shots. Probably going to be like a half-court shot. And they got it. Round 2 is going to be all 3 teams passing through like moving targets. What the hell? And then they're going to do round 3 is going to be a relay. It says each player must throw an outlet pass at a moving target, dribble down the court, make a short shot in the lane, make a 3-pointer from the corner against an automated defender. What? It says dribble the opposite goal. What?
Adam Silver. What is going on?
Then there's going to be a 4th and final round, and the two best teams will qualify for the final round. It will be a half-court shot, and it will be the first team to make a half-court shot. This is going to be funny as hell. This is going to be jokes. I can see this right now. This is going to be jokes. I'm just going to watch it for the comedy. Like I can see so much just like messing around, missing shots, blowing like. No team's probably going to even win. Like the half-court shot, I wouldn't be surprised. Like it's going to be some funny shit where like it's just going forever or nobody actually wins.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
It says in the case of a tie in the half-court shot, they will repeat the final round. This shit could be going forever. I'm dead. I just want to see it for that. That shit could be going forever. But
okay.
What about the
contest?
3-point contest?
So
they got CJ McCollum, Trey Young, Levine, Desmond Bain, Cat, Drake, Luke Kennard, and Patty Mills.
All right.
I already know who I'm picking on this. I think he's gonna get it.
Who you got?
So, I got Fred. I got Fred
VanVleet.
I mean, this year he's having probably like one of the best volume 3-point shooting years in the league. I think he's shooting 40% on 10 a game, and and this is probably going to be like his one legit opportunity. I think he's all locked in on the 3-point shootout. I think he's going to be trying the hardest, and so that's my bet. But
let me see.
I would say definitely. I would not put Cat, but I mean, you never know. You never know. I don't know if his shot.
I'm a pick Cat.
Yeah, I don't know if his shot is. I mean, maybe he could do it, but I feel like whenever I see him shoot, he has like a very like unique and like awkward kind of release. I don't know about him picking the ball off the rack and shooting like a bunch of shots in a short time.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to do bad. I could be dead wrong.
But, I'm going to pick Cat. Only because, I mean, we got some good shooters here, but he's the only big man out here. So, you know what? I want him to represent for the other big man out there. You got all these guards.
I guess the one advantage that the big man has is that he's not going to use a lot of legs. So he's not going to get, he can be able to put up a lot of shots. He's not going to get tired.
He probably last a few rounds if he's not using a lot of legs too. So,
yeah. But
so you know what? I'm gonna go with Cat.
Okay.
The only big man out there because I know he won the skills challenge one year.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So
they've had so many bigs win that shit.
So you know what? I'm gonna go with Cat.
All right, and then we have of course, the dunk
contest. I hope this is an entertaining one.
I think it has the potential, but I just don't. I feel like the final could be interesting. I think Obi Toppin and Jalen Green. I think that's what I think is going to be in the final. But I would love for Jalen to win it, and I think that Jalen has that that
He got the bounce.
He got that bounce. And he got that young Zach LaVine type of body, type of build. Like he's built
like he can have some creativity too.
Yeah, so he might be able to do some like very far ranging dunks. But I don't know. I gotta see what he's gonna do. But I feel like the fans and the judging is gonna be very leaning towards Obi Toppin. I just feel like he's definitely
like a fan favorite.
He's a fan favorite, and he's gonna have something like he has a lot of high like power, explosive type dunks.
I think this is his second time competing in it too, if I'm not right. I think he did it last year.
Yep,
if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna go with Jalen Green. Man, he got the bounce. I think he gonna have some creativity. He could Obi, he'll have some fans. But I think Jalen Green can help win the crowd over. I don't see Cole Anthony or Juan Toscano.
Yeah, I don't even know why Cole Anthony's in it. I just don't
Cole Anthony.
I guess they just didn't have a lot of people signing up, but
I guess I don't know, but I think a lot of players may want to shy away from the dunk contest because they expect a lot from it, and I think like it was a poll or something. People wanted to make the 3-point contest the main event and the dunk contest for that, but.
Yeah, the only thing that made the people back because I think that's been a thing for a little while, but I mean I usually am more excited for the 3-point contest, but the dunk contest sometimes will surprise you. It just hasn't been a while.
Yeah, but when you get a good dunk contest, it's worth it. It's worth all the years of yawning over the other ones.
So I mean, I'm gonna probably watch it just because a lot of Rockets players are gonna be in there. But did you see like the rise? They have the Rising Challenge shit again.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's something happening going on too.
Yeah, it's got like I don't even know exactly why they're doing it this way. They're doing like it's gonna be 4 teams, and they're gonna do a semifinal and a final. So it's gonna be 2 games. Actually, no, 3 games going on. So yeah, I don't know. And they're saying that they're going to do it in a way that it's going to be like, NBA anniversary type of thing. So the 75 years, it's going to be the first 2 teams or actually, so there's going to have 4 teams playing at first. The winner is the first to get to 50. Right. Then out of those 2 winners, they will play in the finals and it's the first to 25 points will win. So I'm like, what? Yeah. So they're trying like it's the first to 75 points win, but they're going to do 50 points on the first 2 games. The first to 50 wins that. Then they put the last 2 teams together. First 25 wins that. So it's going to be 75 points scored. That's it. So it's going to be NBA. Yeah. It's a little gimmicky, but yeah, I guess they're trying to do something similar to the All-Star game, but with 75, I'm not really like that's what. Normally the Rising Stars Challenge is like they're trying to score like 150 or 170 or some shit like that. But that's the I know like one of the teams, I was trying to see where this was. One of the teams was basically like clearly the best team to me in that Rising Challenge. It had like Evan Mobley, Cade, had Sengun.
Evan Mobley and Cade?
Yes, it had Evan Mobley and Cade on the same team. Had Sengun, also
Sengun, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But was LaMelo or
LaMelo's on a team with, I believe, so like they have the second best team, I want to say. I think it was LaMelo, Scotty Barnes on the same team, I believe. But yeah, they doing it a little bit differently. Let me see. Like it's yeah, okay, so here's a team. So and they also got like they got legends doing the coaching for the teams. So
yeah. I think it was one with Team Neek. Yeah. Team Dominique, was it? Oh no, I think that's a celebrity game. Never mind.
No. So Team Brickberry is Cade, Evan Mobley, Okoro. So they got 2 Cavs. They got Sengun, they got Jayshawn Tate, and they got Franz Wagner from the Magic. And then Team Gary Payton. Team Gary Payton is LaMelo, Scotty Barnes, and your boy from Chicago, Ayo.
Ayo, the sumo.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on.
Yeah. And
That's a tough squad.
This actually, you know what? It's probably gonna come out of these two teams because they also
That's a tough squad.
They got Chris Duarte. Oh no, he's out. He was gonna be in there. Duarte, he's out with injury.
Mm-hmm.
They got Davion Mitchell and they got Jonathan Kuminga. And then
you know what? I think they just added. Did they add?
I don't know who they added.
Oh no, they just added Kuminga. Kuminga was just added.
You're right. Yeah, Kuminga's replacing Duarte.
Mm.
And then so these teams are kind of balanced. So actually, the worst team probably is my boy Jalen's on probably the worst team. God damn. So it's Cole Anthony, Josh Giddey, Jalen Green, Herbert Jones, Tyrese Maxey.
Well, Herb, I like Herb.
Yeah. But
he's a really solid defender.
It's probably the worst team though. Like because that team has Suggs, Maxey, Herb, Green, Jalen, Josh Giddey, Cole Anthony.
That team not that bad actually. Yeah. I think they don't have
any bigs.
Exactly.
Even big bodies. Like they got 5 guards.
I think the biggest one is probably Herb.
Yeah, they gonna get worked in the paint, especially because a lot of those guards are small too.
But that team with Cade, Evan Mobley, man. That's and everything.
That's Team Rick Barry, and then the last team is Team Isaiah Thomas, and that's got Precious Achua. Yeah, they got Desmond Bain, Sadiq Bey. Okay, Anthony Edwards is on that team. And Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, that's gonna be entertaining.
Yeah, this actually could be fun.
Yeah, this should be fun.
And they got Isaiah Stewart from Detroit, and then that's like
Stu.
Yeah, no, I'm actually gonna watch this shit. So.
Isaiah Stewart team gonna lose just because of the fact he tried to fight LeBron. So, no, I'm playing.
But yeah. It's gonna be interesting. At least it's gonna be like it's a gimmick, but I think it could be fun.
These size right now to me. Remember last year LeBron said he needed size. No, he needs 6'2" guy. No, he needs size.
Yeah. I'm gonna need some size for sure. Yeah. I'm gonna need some size and some defense in the interior.
Yeah.
Especially with Giannis and LeBron James playing such great basketball this year. I need somebody to offset that, so I'm going to go with Rudy Gobert.
I agree. That worked out nicely for you. It worked out nicely. I mean, you can't let people run through the lane and dunk all the time. Got somebody defending back there. Hey, chess, not checkers. Mm-hmm. Hey, when somebody want out, you let them go. Don't let them come back. I'm with you, KD. Yeah, that's why I cut my hair off. I was like, I'm going.
You see how serious KD was during this shit?
Yes.
This man you could tell he was just like, he was hot. That trade just went down. He had to get on here.
Fresh.
Man, he was like, this man was cold, stone cold. Look at his face.
All right, Drew. So now it's time for our draft. And we're going to exclude the players who are hurt, of course. Which are KD, James Harden, and Draymond. So we'll pick starters first. I'll get the first pick of the starters. You'll get the first pick of the reserves. So, of course, I got to go with the king, my GOAT, LeBron James, my starter. So, let me check him off. And the floor is yours.
Okay. Just only because he deserves it, because he's been playing so great this year. Joel Embiid. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with,
and also I should say, like, he's rarely this healthy for this long to be in the position to play in an All-Star game like this. So I'm definitely gonna give it to Joel Embiid.
Okay.
Knock on wood. Hopefully,
All right, I'm gonna go with dang. You know what? I'm gonna go with Giannis. To help with my front court, LeBron and Giannis down there. So that's my next pick.
All right. I'm gonna go with Ja Morant. My next pick. Ja is my next pick. I've been like, I think he would be perfect for the All-Star game. Just having him on, like,
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. So definitely Ja. And also, it's his first All-Star game. No, yeah, I definitely,
yeah,
I want to see him put on the show.
yeah. That he can do. My next pick. I'm gonna go with my boy Debo DeRozan. I think people sleeping heavily. I think I said yesterday top 5. I think he's a top 3 candidate for MVP. Big hot take. So I got LeBron, Giannis, and Debo right now.
I mean, actually, that's he might have to be. I mean, like, KD was a candidate.
Mhm.
KD's out. Steph was a candidate earlier on, and he had that big
Fell
struggle.
off. I think Jokic just played great ball. They
haven't won enough.
The Chicago Bulls before the Heat just won tonight. They was the number 1 seed in the East. So it's like, and the way he been playing is crazy. I think I'm doing it to you right now, but we'll see.
With my next pick, Jokic. Nikola Jokic. Yes, sir.
Jokic.
Joker.
Nah, that front court crazy. You got Embiid and Jokic.
Versatility right there.
See, I want to take him, but I was, okay. That was tough. Okay. You got Yoke. That was a good pick. Not gonna lie. Ja and B Yoke. Okay. My next pick. I'm gonna go with Steph. I need some shooting. My starting lineup: LeBron, Jokic, and DeRozan. So
Wardell it is.
I'm gonna take Steph.
All right. Devin Booker. Devin Booker is my next pick.
Wait, we picking starters first, right?
Oh, well, you know what? I'm tripping right now. Yes.
Yeah, man, you're not finna you're not finna skip over Andrew Wiggins. You're not doing it. We picking starters first, man.
I guess Trae Young.
Pick Trae.
Because I'm absolutely not. Enjoy Andrew Wiggins on your squad, man.
Who? Nah, you're going to have to take him.
What are you talking about?
I'm picking Tatum.
Shit.
So my starting lineup is LeBron, Debo, Giannis, Steph, Tatum. And yours is Embiid, Ja, Jokic, Trae, and the only one left on the board.
All right. Wiggins it is.
All right. Cool. Now, you get the first pick of the reserves. So, let's see if you can make up for the Wiggs pick. I think I know who you're taking.
You know what? Nah, I can't. Oh. Devin Booker. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Going with Book, yeah.
That's a good pick. I'm going to go with LaMelo.
LaMelo, okay.
Mm-hmm.
CP3. CP3.
He plays hard in the All-Star games.
Still got love for my boy.
CP3, okay. Yeah, that's a good pick. I'm going to go with Luka.
Doncic.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
CP.
Levine for an All-Star game, having Levine, Morant together in the backcourt. Yeah, Levine for sure.
That's a good pick. I don't think Levine will play many minutes this All-Star game though, because he
probably not.
He coming off that injury, but
yeah, he might not play. I don't even know if he's gonna play at all. Right? Who knows?
nah, they just he said after the game he'll play, but maybe not much. Yeah. No, I need some size because you got Embiid and Jokic. You got the two best centers, so I'm gonna go with Cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You thought I was gonna I'm gonna go with Cat. I need a backup big. He can stretch the floor out for me. Grab some rebounds.
I can't do it. I refuse to do it. So I'm not no, not doing that. Absolutely not. Neither one of those two. You know what? Give me Drake. Give me Fred VanVleet. I know,
Drake.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. Take Fred.
I need some more shooting. We don't got a lot of shooting right now.
And let me see. I got LaMelo.
Can't let you have all the shooters. So
got Luka. Got Cat.
Jimmy buckets. Hasn't been getting a lot of buckets lately, unfortunately. Let me get Garland. Darius Garland.
Oh, you picked Darius.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That was tough.
In his All-Star debut, absolutely.
Dang. I wanted him. I'm not gonna lie. All right. I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. I
Well,
like Venus, but I can never pick a Jazz. Absolutely can't do it. Anyways, so Cash Money, Chris Middleton.
You remember that All-Star game in 2020?
Cash Money.
You remember that All-Star game in 2020 when like they had some players had number 2 on for Gigi and other players had on number 24 for Kobe.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton was out there in the All-Star game. I swear to you, I thought that was Kobe Bryant. Like I didn't think it was Kobe Bryant, but it looked like it was just crazy. Because he was bald. He had number 24. It was kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Do you remember?
You got Cash.
Boston, do you remember back in what was it? I want to say 2017 or 2018. Boston thought he was Michael Jordan. Do you remember that series? Remember that series where he was actually the best player in the series, but like they lost in 7. He was going crazy. You remember
they lost in 7?
They lost in 7 or 6, was it? Like Terry Rozier was going insane with the Celtics on the Bucks.
Oh yeah, yes.
And that was the series that Giannis kind of underperformed, but Middleton was going crazy. This man was hitting everything. This man was like going wild out there. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, that was 18.
Yeah,
I was going to say. You got Cash. So who's left? We have Gobert. Jared Allen. I'm gonna go with DeJounte Murray, another first timer. Pair up with Brian, LaMelo off the bench.
All right, Jared Allen, come on over. Come on over, Jared.
Then I guess I'll take Gobert.
The Stifle Tower.
So my team of LeBron, Giannis, Steph, Tatum, DeMar DeRozan, LaMelo Ball, Jimmy Butler, Rudy Gobert, Luka Doncic, DeJounte Murray, Donovan Mitchell, and Karl Anthony Towns. Drew, you have Embiid, Ja Morant, Trae Young, Nikola Jokic, Andrew Wiggins.
Great name, by the way. Great name.
Devin Booker, Jared Allen, Zach LaVine, Darius Garland, Chris Middleton, Chris Paul, and Fred VanVleet. I think I'm blowing you out by 50.
So hold on. If you blow me out by 50, then what's gonna happen in the real game? Because I know my team's better than Team Durant in real life. Like hell no.
Well, you got Wiggins in your starting lineup, so I just think, and you know what's crazy? Like, yo, Wiggins, he's probably the worst player here. Still a great player, but yeah, you got Wiggins in your starting lineup, man. You lose.
I guess you could make a case. Wiggins is better than DeJounte, but it's close. I would say DeJounte is better, but
yeah, I would say too. I mean,
but like you can make a case. I guess that's probably the only one I would think. Actually, you know what? I just got reminded of something. Did you see that? What was it? That stat? It actually had me cracking up. DeJounte Murray, like he's the I think he's like the only player in NBA history to have like one of like 3 players.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like 19, 8, and 8.
Yeah, it was 19, 8, and 8 and 2
and
or
2
something
steals.
Like that. Yeah,
it was him. I think it was Magic Johnson, and I can't remember who else.
I think it was Jordan. I think it was him and Jordan, right?
Murray, he gives you more points, more rebounds, more assists. They both are really good defensively. So, yeah, I think it was Jordan. No. It couldn't be Jordan. Jordan not giving you 19, 8, and 8.
I think he had before. I think he did.
Actually, in a season?
Yeah. Actually, hold up. Let me see. Yeah, it is Jordan. I'm deceased. No, I mean, yeah. Did you see this? Look at this. I'm dead. They got DeJounte over.
Wow. What season was that for Mike?
They said it was 98. No, yeah, 88 and 89. Damn, so it was like, what's third year?
88, 89.
Yeah. Magic did in 80, 81.
32.5, 8.0 rebounds, 8.0 assists.
Yeah. I'm almost reminded of, to a lesser extent, that what was it? I don't know if you ever remember.
Jordan had to win MVP that year.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember this. And this is with all due respect to DeJounte. I'm not saying that he's I'm not saying he's like this dude. But did you see this? Did you ever see this when this shit they first posted?
Yes, I seen
it. Classic, man.
Like that is way too.
This is when the hometown broadcast team is trying so hard. They're like 800.
Trying so hard.
Like
I bet you they said something like, whenever you're in the conversation with Magic, Larry, LeBron, Mike, you can just
theorize the bullshit that they were saying when this was going on the screen. They were like,
yeah,
Thaddeus Young in great company as one of five players.
That's way too specific. Hey, shout out to Dre. Dre, I know you're gonna listen to my podcast. Dre hates these type of stats because they just be looking for stuff.
Look at
the first player to average 37% shooting with his shoes untied, like something crazy like that.
The funniest thing about this whole stat line though is that it's got the 30% 3-point. Like that shit is good or something.
Oh, that's like bro, that is below average.
And
y'all really,
and you know that 0.9 rebounds was because this man was at 0.9. You know it was because he was at 0.9.
Man,
all the other players, I bet you they had over 6, and they were like, okay, 0.9.
I bet they was over 30% from 3.
Absolutely, probably like over 20 points or some shit too. Like, not even. No, they definitely were capping.
They looking for something.
But yeah, no, that's a classic.
All right, so you heard the teams. Let us know who you guys think will win. I think I'm blowing them out, but hey, we the coaches too. So
well then, well then, if that's the case,
so
then I'm definitely winning because Wiggins is only gonna play 5 minutes, and so then I'm about to just dominate you and decide with Jokic and Embiid
no, you
front
have
court.
to play him. You have to play. Nah. Oh Lord, dang. I'm gonna have to deal with that. We'll see. I might go small ball with Giannis and LeBron. We'll see. But thanks everybody for tuning in to our episode 0 All-Star Special. We got episode 1, our official episode coming out soon.
This is only the introduction. Plenty more to come.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Peace.